A very good morning to you, grade 5s.
Good morning, teacher.
Yes,
Good morning, teacher.
okay, thank you. Morning. Someone not answering. Marvin, can you put your hand down? Put your hand down. Okay, we are doing agriculture. We are doing agriculture. And the pages, take note of the pages. Okay, it seems we are having network problems. A lot of people can't see them. Andile, Dominic, Marvin, Ashanti, open your videos. Okay, and some have disappeared. Andile, can you hear me? Andile, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Open your video.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Andile, open your video so that I can see you. Dominic, open your video also. Tadiwa,
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
our network is not stable. Okay, so as we go, we are going to, maybe it's going to stabilize. Okay, good morning, Miss Bethel. Okay, I said we are doing agriculture and our topic is climate and land use. Climate and land use. Climate and land use. Our pages, it's page 15 and 16. Page 15 and 16. If you have your book there, you can open. If you don't have, just write down the pages and then you can open later. You can open later. Okay. Climate and land use. Okay, we have learned that agriculture is the growing of crops and keeping of animals. Sometimes it is written rearing of animals. You know both names. And then a farmer and also country at large. A farmer or the country at large, they benefit from these areas, from the crops and also from the animals. And not all crops or livestock, not all crops and livestock do best in the area. In the area one lives. Not all crops or not all animals do well in the area where one lives. What do we mean? It's because of the climate or it's because of the seasons. Okay, like here in Matabeleland, crops do not do well. Crops do not do well because of low rainfalls. So the type of agriculture that one can practice is what is keeping of animals. Are we together?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
keeping of animals, because this is because production is influenced by climate, soil, and relief. Production of animals or crops, it is influenced by climate, soil, or relief. Please take this down. People are just looking at me. If you don't have textbooks, then you won't have anywhere to refer to. And towards the end of the lesson, I'm going to ask you some questions. Okay, so can you please write down the three things that I've mentioned? Because I have explained that it is not, it's not all the places that are suitable for the for growing crops and also keeping of animals. And I said, why? What are the causes why some places we can grow crops well without problems, or we can keep animals well without problems? It is because of the number one, climate, number two, soil, number three, leaf. Okay, so climate, CLIMATE, and then it can be the type of soil at that place. That's the reason why maybe crops might not do well there. Or it can be relief. Relief is RELIEF. Okay, now let's talk about weather. Let's talk about weather. So the state of atmosphere, atmosphere is the surrounding area. So the atmosphere is, the atmosphere is how it is in a particular area. How it is in a particular area. Is it raining? Is it cold? Is it whatever it is? That's the atmosphere that I'm talking about. So this atmosphere is changing. It is ever changing from time to time. It is ever changing from time to time. There's a phone that is making noise. Can you please mute yourself? Okay. Sorry, can you please mute yourself if your phone is making noise? I don't know whose phone is that one. Okay, Dominic, can you mute yourself? Yes, that was the phone that was making noise. Because others won't hear because of that noise. Dominic? Okay, Dominic, can you hear me? Okay, so I was talking about the weather, that we cannot talk about the weather without talking about the atmosphere. So that's why I was explaining the atmosphere that is ever changing from time to time, and the condition of the atmosphere at any time, at any given time, is what we call weather. The condition of the atmosphere at any given time is weather. It is called weather. Okay, and weather conditions are controlled by weather elements. We learned about these weather elements in grade 3. Can I have examples of weather elements? Weather elements. Yes, Tawana? Don't forget to unmute. Unmute yourself, Tawana. The weather elements. Nicholas.
Rain cage.
No, you guys, you are giving me the equipment that is used to measure weather. I'm talking about weather elements. Weather elements, we are talking about rainfall. Can you take this down? Rainfall, temperature, wind, and humidity. So these ones, they control the weather. They control the weather, and they are called weather elements. Okay, so next time use them. Where the elements, we said these are the ones that control the weather or the atmosphere. Okay, now we want to look at the weather elements, how they are measured, by different instruments, how they are measured by different instruments. Okay, let's start with rainfall. Rainfall, what do we use to measure rainfall? To measure the amount of rainfall at a given place, what do we use? Yes, Bethel? Yes, we use a rain gauge. A rain gauge. Please be careful with the spelling there for rain gauge. Who can spell it? Who can spell rain gauge? Yes, Marvin? Marvin is frozen. Uriel?
RAINGAUGE.
Yes, very good. That's correct. And it is measured in what? We use a rain gauge. That's the instrument that we use there. And it's measured in, yes, Tadiwa.
It is measured in degrees Celsius.
Are you sure? The rainfall, the amount of rainfall. Remember, a rain gauge is an instrument that we can put at a certain place so that we measure the amount of rainfall. And you have heard people talking about we didn't get much water and we only got this whatever amount. How do they measure it, Nicholas? Nicholas?
Millimeters.
Yes, millimeters. It is measured in millimeters. Okay, now what about temperature? Temperature, which instrument do we use for temperature? Even when you are sick, what do they use to measure your temperature? Uriel?
A thermometer.
Yes, the thermometer. And it is measured in, temperature is measured in, for rainfall, we said it is measured in millimeters. What about temperature? Tadiwa, you once said it. Bethel?
Celsius.
Yes, it is measured in degrees Celsius. Degrees Celsius. Who can spell that for us? Who can spell that for us? Ayanda, can you hear me? Eh? Did you tell mom or dad to look at your phone? Okay, Tandekile. Okay, Tandekile, I want you to spell degrees Celsius. Degrees Celsius. You can write it down if you are not sure of yourself. Write it down. Degrees Celsius, Tawana. Tawana.
Degrees Celsius. DEGREES space Celsius.
Yes, in short, how do we write it? For that millimeters, for the rain gauge, there, it's the shortcut is double M. What about degrees Celsius? Who can you write it down and show me? Write it down and show me. Bethel, can you put it closer? Yes, I've seen that one. Who is this one? Tawana is also trying to show. Yes, I've seen, correct. We have got a small 0 on top and then a C. That's for degrees Celsius. What about wind speed? Wind speed. What is the instrument that we use when we are measuring wind speed? Okay, Ayanda, I have seen, thank you. Okay, yes, Bethel.
Wind veil.
Yes, we use a wind vane. A wind vane. Who can spell that? Wind vane. Quickly.
Yes.
Tandekile.
WINDVANE.
Yes, we use a wind vane. And it is measured in what? Sorry, what were you giving me? We are measuring what?
Wind.
Speed is not wind vane. Speed is not wind vane. There is a
Yes, ma'am.
mistake there. Wind speed, yes, Tawana. Tawana?
Cup anemometer.
Yes, cup anemometer. That's for wind speed. Bethel, don't confuse. There is wind speed and wind direction. Wind speed and wind direction. Don't confuse them. And it's measured in what? Yes, Tawana. Tawana, she's frozen. Okay, can someone take over? Luyanda. Wind speed, we said it is measured with a cup anemometer, and it is measured in what? Estandekile.
Wind vane.
No. And isn't it, we said rainfall is measured in millimeters, and then we said temperature is measured in degrees Celsius. Then I'm asking for wind speed, it is measured in what? We use a cup anemometer and it is measured in, Nicholas?
Not
Yes, in knots. How do you spell that? How do you spell that? Tawana, you were frozen. Eh?
Knots.
Yes, Knots. Okay, Andile, you are back, but I can't see you. Andile, unmute yourself. Can you hear me? Can you
Yes,
hear me,
ma'am.
Andile?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so we are continuing, Andile. We are continuing with weather here. We are talking about weather, different elements of weather here. How are they measured? And what instruments do we use? And also they are measured in what form? Okay, and then we have wind direction now, Bethel. wind direction. It is measured with a what? Yes, Bethel?
Wind vane.
Yes, it is measured with a wind vane. Okay. And we have different activities. We have different activities that are done in different seasons or months of the year, because weather changes, like what I have said. At one time it is raining, on the other day, on the other months, maybe it is cold, and sometimes it is very hot. So weather changes according to seasons or according to months. And some crops, they grow in certain seasons, and some they grow throughout the year. Some crops grow throughout the year. You can be having them. Okay, can I have examples of such crops that are grown throughout the year? What is that? Or that grow throughout the year? Okay, sometimes it is possible to have some crops throughout the year, because we can use what? We can use what so that we can have them throughout the year. Yes, Bethel?
Irrigation.
Yes, very good. Irrigation. We can use irrigation when during the seasons when we don't have rains. Then uh, we can use irrigation, and then we can have the crops throughout the year. Okay, so now I want you to name the seasons that we have. I want you to name the seasons that we have, and we also want to discuss the temperature and rainfall there that we receive during those different seasons. I'm sure, taking you back to grade 3, I'm sure you still remember the cool season, which is also known as the winter season, that it covers mid-May up to mid-August there. And then we have the hot season, which covers September to mid-November. And we have got also the main rain season, which is now. That's where we are right now, mid-November to mid-March, because we are in January, so we are still in the what? In the main rain season there. That's why it is raining even now outside there. And then we have the post-rain season, mid-March to mid-May. In the cool season, do we have any rainfall? Do we have rainfall in the cool season?
No.
Yes, we have low, very,
No.
very low. And the temperatures, are they high or low?
They
Temperature?
are low.
Yes, they are very, very low. Others are no longer concentrating here. And then the hot season, do we have any rains? Yes, Nico?
No.
Yes, no.
Yes.
We don't have rain, Nicholas. No rain. And the temperatures are very, in the
Hi.
hot season, yes, thank you, Bethel. They are very high. What about in the main rain season? Do we have rainfall? In what amount? Is it low rainfall or high rainfall in the main rain season, like now? Like now? Yes, Tandekile.
High rainfall.
Yes, we have high, very high rainfalls. And the temperature, is it hot? Is it cold? Tandekile?
It is cold.
No, it is in between. It is medium. And then lastly, the post-rain season. The temperatures are Sorry, the rainfall, yes, the temperatures, they are medium also, and the rainfall is low, very, very low. Okay, so I'm going to send work on Google Classroom for what we have learned today. Okay, and who can tell me from what we have learned what influences the weather? What influences the weather? Yes, Bethel, number one.
Weather elements.
Yes, such as, quickly, please. Quickly.
Rainfall.
Yes, rainfall. What else? Tadiwa.
Wind.
Yes,
Wind.
yes, and Nicholas, Marvin.
Soil.
The soil, it doesn't influence the weather.
Temperature.
Yes, yes, the temperature. Thank you very much. That we have come to the end of our lesson. I will see you tomorrow. Have a nice day and enjoy the weather. Bye-bye.
Bye.